Last week, I randomly chose 5 Nationals games from the 2021 season to watch and summarize for a video. April 20th, 2021, Nationals vs. Cardinals in beautiful Nats Park. Patrick Corbin and his 21 ERA takes the mound when the broadcast informs the viewers that Juan Soto has been placed on the injured list, and the Nationals send out a lineup that looks like this. I'm sure all of these players will still be here come season's end. Meanwhile, the Cardinals lineup features the old man duo of Adam Wainwright and Yadier Molina, along with new addition Nolan Arenado in his first month as a Cardinal. No Lars Nootbaar though, so does anyone really care? Inning number 1. Noted great defender Kyle Schwarber starts the game with a nice diving catch, and the limited capacity crowd goes wild. Woo! Let's go, Kyle!
Yeah, good job, Kyle. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah,
let's
good
go,
job,
Nats.
dude. You did it. Next batter. Noted poor defender Kyle Schwarber doesn't make the play, and the crowd is really letting him have it. Boo! Despite a couple batters reaching base, Corbin gets Carlson to ground out to end the inning. Top of the third, Corbin pitches a clean inning that includes a strikeout of Paul Goldschmidt looking at a fastball painted on the outside corner. Wait, hold up. That can't be right. Fourth inning, literally no one reaches base. Sure hope that doesn't happen again. Fifth inning, literally no one reaches base. Bottom of the 6th, Trey Turner has a respectful and civilized discussion with the home plate umpire after a questionable call, which is immediately followed by this.
And Bell to right. Williams back. See you later. Josh Bell has the Nationals home run.
Top of the 7th, Tanner Rainey replaces Patrick Corbin after 6 innings of shutout baseball and immediately surrenders the lead after walking Yadier Molina, which is an impressively difficult thing to do, and allowing a Dylan Carlson triple that scored him for first. The Cardinals add on one more from a sac fly to take the lead. The bottom of the 8th features a Trey Turner RBI single and a Yan Gomes RBI walk to give the Nationals the lead. It also felt like the longest half inning I've ever watched. Giovanni, buddy, can you please just throw the ball? I mean, seriously, it's like 45 seconds to a minute between each pitch. Top of the 9th, Brad Hand shuts it down to secure the 3-2 victory. The Nats were gifted this game on a silver platter and took advantage. June 6th, 2021, Nationals vs. Phillies at Citizens Bank Park. Vince Velasquez takes the bump for the Phillies with Austin Voth matching up for the Nats. Top of the 1st, the home plate umpire takes a foul ball directly to the face and almost immediately has to leave the game due to concussion symptoms. Lengthy delay after 1/2 inning. It's gonna be one of those games, huh? Bottom 2, Austin Voth has started the game pitching the best I've ever seen him. I sure hope it isn't ruined by his face getting destroyed. Top of the 3rd, Victor Robles uses his greatest batting technique by leaning over the plate while squaring to bunt and getting hit by the pitch. And then, yeah. Listen, Voth ended up being okay and didn't miss too much time, but even still, I'm just going to move on without making any jokes. Okay, maybe one joke. Juan Soto singles with the bases loaded to give the Nationals a 1-0 lead early. Bottom 3rd, Wander Suero replaces Voth after the injury. You know it's going to be a rough day when Suero is in the game in the 3rd. Luckily, he pitches a clean inning. Top 4, Jordy Mercer leads off the inning with a double down the left field line. If you let Jordy Mercer hit an extra base hit off of you in 2021, you may want to consider a career change. Victor Robles follows him up with a double of his own, making the score 2-0. This swing. We need this swing. Right here. He would come around to score after stealing 3rd and walking home on a throwing error. 3-0 Nats. Bottom of the 4th. This game has started well for the Nats. All they need to do to win this game is do the opposite of whatever they're about to do. Sam Clay comes into the game and promptly allows 2 base runners before being pulled for Kyle Finnegan. This is when the wheels start falling off, people. Error. Hit. Walk. Walk. Fielder's choice that might as well be an error. Strikeout. Hit. 7 runs score in the inning. Ouch. Pain rating is at about an 8 out of 10 right now. Bottom 5th, Brad Miller hits a 2-run homer and the pain rating is now at a 9.9 out of 10. Top of the 6th, the Nationals fight back and are able to cut into the lead after a Soto triple makes it 6-9. Nice. Bottom 6, the Tanner Rainey experience is here, and it's not looking good as he hits the first batter in a 2-strike count, gives up a double to this asshole, and then JT Realmuto hits an opposite field moonshot to essentially seal the game. 40-degree launch angle for all you nerds out there. Top of the 8th, in a game that's basically over, the protective netting falls down, and any hope of this massacre ending anytime soon is extinguished. Just watch Trey Turner's body language here. He knows this game just got 45 minutes longer. The Nationals lose 12-6. June 23rd, 2021, Nationals vs. Phillies once again at the bank. The broadcast opens with a replay of an altercation between Max Scherzer and Phillies manager Joe Girardi the night before. Girardi accused a future Hall of Famer of cheating, and then was absolutely flabbergasted when the Nationals took offense. This scene included Max Scherzer trying to take his pants off, a strikeout and a stare down, and Joe Girardi challenging Nats hitting coach Kevin Long to fight him. Yeah, come on, K-Long! Wait, where'd Kevin Long go in the offseason? Oh. On to the actual game now, bottom 2nd. Eric Fedde is unable to locate anything, which leads to a walk, a single, and a 3-run homer from Travis Jankowski. It was his 9th career home run in his 7th season. Bottom 3, Bryce Harper hits a frozen rope into left center field seats that was hit so hard it could have killed someone. Bottom of the 4th, the ugliness of the Eric Fedde experience rears its head as the pitcher drives in a run to make it 5-0. Top of the 5th, after back-to-back walks, drives in a run with a double to give the Nats some life. I wrote in my notes, the Phillies and Nats are equally embarrassing. I wonder what play I was referring to.
And the ball's on the ground!
I mean, we'll take it, I guess. Now, with 2 men on and a base open, the Phillies choose to pitch to Kyle Schwarber. They shouldn't have.
On a breaking ball, it's hit well to left. See you later. New pitcher, new ball game.
The Nats are back. Bottom of the 5th, Kyle McGowan enters in relief of Fedde and starts the inning with 2 straight outs. Nice. Now all he has to do is get 1 more without completely falling apart. Can he do it? No. Of course not. Grand slam Andrew McCutchen, and momentum has returned to the Phillies side. Top 6, after 5 excruciatingly slow at-bats that resulted in 2 strikeouts and 3 walks, Trey Turner cuts into the lead with a 2 RBI single with the bases loaded. Bringing up Juan Soto with 2 men on, walked. Josh Bell strolls to the plate.
David Hill for the first inning. Bell, big fly, left center. See you later.
Chills. Oh, and also, he bat flipped this super hard. I love Josh Bell. Bottom of inning 6, Dave Martinez needs a shutdown inning, and he asks Sam Clay to get it for him. The most bizarre part of this move is that it worked. Until it didn't. After a clean 6th, Clay came back out to start the 7th and surrendered a run, which could have been even more if not for a great play from Victor Robles. 11-10 Nats. Top 8, Jordy Mercer gets another hit in a game that I watch. Nothing else really happens this inning. I just wanted to point out that rarity. Bottom of the 8th, once again the bullpen can't keep a lead, and the Phillies score twice on hits from Alec Boehm and Ronald Torreyes. Are we serious, guys? Top of the 9th, Josh Bell leads off with a single, followed by another hit from Josh Hits Harrison. The runners advance to 2nd and 3rd thanks to this beauty of a bunt from Alex Avila, and then the runners came around to score on a clutch hit from and the Nats have the lead once again. Bottom 9, Paolo Espino is called upon to secure his first career save, but not without some more weirdness. On a ground ball to 2nd that should have ended the game, Jordy Mercer takes a bad hop to the face and was unable to make the play in time. Now, bleeding from his mouth, Mercer would stay in the game because the Nationals were out of bench players. In fact, he ended up snagging a line drive to win the game, which he immediately followed up by spitting a bloody loogie. Nats win a thriller, 13-12. August 17th, 2021, Nationals vs. Blue Jays. And would you look at that, it's being broadcast on YouTube! The Nationals send out a lineup that looks just a little different than it did a month ago. And on the mound, it's Eric Fedde versus young stud Alex Manoah. More importantly, however, is a matchup between 2 of the best young hitters in the game, Juan Soto and Vlad Guerrero Jr. Spoiler alert, neither of them really did too much this game. Bottom of the 2nd, Yadiel Hernandez gets the start in left field and he rewards his manager with a solo homer. 1-0 Nats. Top 3. After 2 solid innings, the Blue Jays have started getting to Eric Fedde. Noted Nat killer Corey Dickerson takes that title a bit too seriously as he chucks his bat into the first base dugout. And he also drove in a run with a ground out. 1-1. Bottom third, the Nationals' top 10 post-All-Star break offense explodes for a 6-run inning featuring an Alcides Escobar double, a Yadiel Hernandez single, and a Carter Kieboom sac fly to make it a 7-1 score. Bottom of the fourth, Riley Adams homers against the team that traded him to make the score 8-1. Quite a pretty swing, but not as pretty as Eric Fedde's. Top 5, Teoscar Hernandez crushes a 2-run homer to bring the score to 8-3. Top of the 8th, the Nationals bullpen tries their absolute hardest to blow this game by loading the bases with nobody out. They would go on to surrender 3 runs in the inning. Bottom 8, Riley Adams makes the Blue Jays regret the day they even thought about trading him with his 3rd hit of the game, giving the Nationals a 5-run lead, which Victor Robles turns into a 6-run lead with an RBI knock. Seriously, how did I manage to pick the only games that Victor Robles and Jordy Mercer hit well in? Nats would go on to win the game 12-6. September 4th, 2021 featured a doubleheader between the Mets and Nationals, so I randomly picked one of the games to watch. Now, you may be yelling at me, Trey, why would you watch the Mets broadcast with Gary Cohen, Ron Darling, and Keith Hernandez when you could be listening to FP Santangelo complain about minor leaguers asking to be paid a living wage? But here's the thing. I don't remember what my point was. Future National Marcus Stroman draws the assignment for the Mets, and Eric Fedde for the Nats. 3 out of 5, huh? Okay. Top of the first, Fedde can't retire any of the first 4 hitters, and the Nats go down 2-0 early. But more importantly, K-Bear Ruiz throws out Lindor trying to steal second. Top 2, Javi Baez homers on a 2-strike hanging slider from Eric Fedde, something he did exactly 1 week prior to Fedde off of a hanging slider in a 2-strike count.
Nope.
After 2 bad errors from Alcides Escobar and 2 more hits, the score sits at 5-0. Jim Hickey uses a mound visit, probably to tell Eric Fedde to try harder or something. It doesn't work, and he gives up another run to make it 6-0. The next batter, Pete Alonso, walks after the first base ump calls a clear swing a check, leading to Dave Martinez getting ejected for arguing the call. Davey, who just had an ankle procedure and is on crutches, slowly and painfully exits the dugout with some help from his coaches. The pain rating has reached a perfect 10 out of 10. Top of the third, Javi Baez doubles on an identical 2-strike hanging slider from Eric Fedde. Seriously, the same exact pitch. Glad to see adjustments were made. The Mets add another run to make it 7-0. Top of the fourth, Michael Conforto blasts a 2-run homer, and the pain rating has now gone to a previously undiscovered 11 out of 10. All hope is lost. Or is it? Bottom of the fourth, the Nationals score 3 runs thanks to a bases-loaded walk and 2 sac flies. Bottom of the sixth, the Nats get 2 more on a double from Escobar, and then another 2 on a single by Juan Soto that resulted in a Pete Alonso throwing error. 9-7. Bottom seventh, the secret weapon, Andrew Stevenson, down to his final strike, delivers a 2-run blast off Seth Lugo to tie the game. The Nationals have come all the way back to tie it up. We're going to extras. Top 8. So now we're in extra innings, but it's the 8th inning since it's a 7-inning game, and there are free runners on second to start each inning now. All of my least favorite rules packaged into one game. Creative player Alberto Baldonado gets out of the 8th unscathed. Bottom 8. The Nationals load the bases with 1 out and the pitcher spot coming up. This pinch hitter could win the game for the Nats and cap off one of the great comebacks in team history.
So here is Parra.
He's dead. No, he's just passed out.
Yeah. As soon as I saw Parra coming up, I knew it was over. The Mets would go on to win 11-9. So, what can we learn from this experiment? Well, a lot actually, but I think my main takeaway is that every baseball game has a unique story that's all its own. There aren't any 2 games that look exactly the same. There's always something to discover, and that's what makes baseball the greatest game there is. By the way, you should totally do this if you have MLB TV. It was super fun. Bye!